moved and I can't see the camera. So I just changed my orientation. I wanted to be outside today. I wanted to welcome you to Creative Roots and give you share a bit of the love and the peace that we have here in central Portugal. So welcome to Creative Roots, the space that is Creative Roots. Welcome to this service today. I am so grateful that you are here. I am so grateful that you're present with me and this presence with us on this beautiful, amazing day. So apart from being grateful, I'd just like to share with you that here we are in this amazing place and space on the planet at this amazing time of life, of the planet's evolution. And I'm so grateful that we can all be present during that. Like, we are alive in a huge time of change. And of course that change is giving the appearance that everything's a bit chaotic and a little crazy at the moment. So we here at Creative Roots, we're showing up to show you that you're not alone. We join together, not just today, but every day, as part of a global prayer field, as a global field of beings, with many beings who all believe in peace, in love and presence on the planet. It's a beautiful time and a place to be in connection, in community. So we're here for you. We're showing up as an act of service to say, hey, you're not on your own. There's so much things going on and so many people that believe in peace, that believe in presence, that believe in being there, that believe in community. And we are part of the global call to return to community, to return to serving one another. This is now a time about entering the new paradigm where we're in relationship with the planet, relationship with each other, relationship with nature, our true nature, which is life itself. And what a wonderful thing that is. So I usually start with some kind of story, and sometimes I'll share a story from, some spiritual system or whatever, because we hear about many spiritual belief systems, and life is, like Forrest Gump says, life is a box of chocolates. So you go around and you select what works for you. You bring in something that works for you and you take that and you put it in your pocket, and anything that doesn't work for you, you move away. Excuse me, you move away from that. So life is about choice. And this week I've been reminded a lot of the choices that we make and how we can show up in the world no matter what, if we are committed to our truth. So our truth is, it's about us. It's not about something out there. It's about what's in here. It's about the call to return to our lives, our hearts, our roots, the roots of who we are, our true nature. And as we look outside, we can be sometimes caught up in what's going on. There's a lot of things that we come across today that would tell us we're anything else but in relationship with. There's a lot of things that reinforce the feeling of being separate, and we're not separate. And this week I've had many a challenge from the back window of my car going through, when a young man was just strimming the track and the stone popped up and knocked out the rear wind screen of the car. And it was like, oh, okay. So at times like that, when things don't really go to plan, I've had some homework. I'm always studying, and I always encourage study and growth, and for our own personal evolution. And I had the homework, which knocked me off my feet because I wasn't expecting what I got. And when life doesn't go as we expect, it really catches us out. And like, I know that I am just like you, and we all want to get things right, and we all want to live peacefully, and we all want to live a life with smoothness and ease. Because that's just the way of things. We look at the birds, we look at the trees, and everything's just getting on with it, you know. Here we are, life is just getting on with it. This great tree behind me, this cork oak, wow, she has lived many years. You maybe can't see the width of the trunk. There you go. How big is she? Like, how many years has she stood there for? How many changes has she faced? How many landowners where we all caretake for the land, the spaces and places where we're on? Like, and she has gone, lived through so much change and faced so much adversity. And again, the creating of the pod here, which is where I'm sat today, the creation of the pod gave her more things to think about, because we changed the land that she is in, and that then means that the tree has to navigate our change as we had to navigate her roots, because we're in relationship with what we're in relationship with in our environment. So as I say, when we get things in life that occur that we didn't really see happening, like the roots coming up, the smashed windscreen on the car, the growth work that has certainly brought a lot of growth. It's how do we sit and navigate these challenging circumstances? How can we come back to ourselves in a world that can seem anything but sane when we're faced with something that doesn't seem to make sense for us? You know, the ground have been like that for many years, and then here I come along and decide to put something there. And, you know, I can go along the same path for many times over the years, and then one day something happens and then the windscreen gets put out. You see, we don't see these things coming. We're often in the flow of life. And it's about coming back to ourselves. It's about recognizing when shit hits the fan, that we learn to shift with it. And life pretty much is one whole period of change. There's everything. There's change as we evolve, and we all evolve. We're all born, and then after birth we get to change many times. We get to witness many different things in our lives, from the changing sometimes of parents, of grandparents, of families, of friends, of people and places. There's so much that we don't see happening that sometimes can happen. We're witnessing, just looking on the internet recently, we see the unfortunate deaths and disappearances of people in Texas after the floods. We're coming across things in the USA connected with the ICE raids. There's people coming in and taking away peaceful, loving human beings who have lived there for many years, perfectly legally to their own knowledge or experience, and then there've been something's happened, just some people have randomly turned up and then taken them to somewhere where they don't know, where people can't really get hold of them, where they haven't got the protection that they deserve. In the UK, we've got all sorts of crazy things happening. We're becoming witness to the how the governments are all supporting Israel in many different ways, how they support Russia, how they support Ukraine, how they support Palestine, how they give with one hand and take away from with another. And we're becoming witnesses to these things as the internet and things these days are all being made apparent. Things are coming into our awareness through the wonders of the internet and our global connection, how we're now able to witness how life is not quite what we seem. And then our belief systems that we've built up throughout our lives, that we've learnt to rely on and trust, that we've built our whole life foundations on, because we've believed that these things are showing up for us in a certain way, that it seems like the rug has been pulled from beneath our feet, because all of a sudden that truth, that experience, that knowing is no longer there. And it can feel really disheartening, and it can hurt. And that pain, not many people know what to do with the pain that we all suffer. And I say we all suffer because we're all suffering. Because something that I learned within life, within my dance with death, and many that know me know that I've experienced life and death and all sorts of health issues and one thing or another, from homelessness to incredible health issues like cancer and stroke and losing my sight and things. So when these things happen, we grieve the life that we knew. We grieve what we were used to. We grieve the familiar. And globally, at the moment, we are grieving. We are grieving. In one respect, I'm grieving my windscreen, the rear window in the car, knowing that it will be sorted at some point, but also knowing that, wow, that's a whole thing that I didn't expect to happen, but on a deeper level, whereas that's a surface level thing that we're grieving, but on a deeper level, we're grieving the people that we had in our lives that aren't there in the same capacity. We're grieving the places and the spaces in our lives that were so familiar, that seem to hold us. We're grieving the religions, the belief systems that we had. We're grieving the politicians that we thought were there to save us. We and some of them are, but we're grieving. And this grief is an incredibly heavy weight to carry. So today, I want to introduce you to something, as I always like to introduce you to a tool that helps you manage your grief. Because grief is, there's bereavement's when we lose something like a pet or a person in our lives, and they pass away, and then we're bereaved because they have left our life, how they it from that body, they've gone, and we're no longer able to speak to them as we did and hold them and things. And then we've got the grief, like the grief that we hold from being taken from our homes, or the loss of a home, or the fire in our homes, or all the different things that we grieve. We can grieve our health, we can grieve changes in our lives like job losses, new governments, old governments, friendships. It's grief, our health. The list seems endless. So I'd like to share with you soft belly meditation. Now, to go straight to source, we go to Stephen and Andrea Levine, who taught this amazing practice, and they used it in their pioneering work on grief and grieving and managing the grief. So people sitting with things like suicide, cancer, stroke, Parkinson's, AIDS, all those incredible things that happen. They have found that where we all carry the grief, it isn't in our heart, It's in our belly. And as we carry it in our belly, they recognize that if we can just soften a little more to life, which is why it's called soft belly, we learn to soften a bit more and loosen up. And when we loosen up, believe me, it changes our way of our experience. So when I'll just readjust the camera. So when we experience pain, usually you contract. So you're walking along the road or something, you stub your toe and you're like, oh, shift. And your toe hurts and you contract. You're like, oh, that hurts. And when we're witnessing the pain in the world, we contract and we're like, this hurts, this sucks, this is incredible, and I don't like it. So we are trained, we experience this contraction to life, where we're pulling ourselves in like a wounded animal. They contract, they go and sit somewhere, and they just be until they're ready to face the world. Many of us do that at the moment. Many of us are contracting mentally. We're going into our caves, our metaphorical caves. We're going into our homes. We're numbing out through the internet. We're numbing out through Facebook. We're numbing out through going on playing games. We're numbing out through addictions like eating too much, or smoking too much, or just being so busy that we're not able to be present. Soft belly is an amazing meditation that brings us back to ourselves and brings us back to life, because it's just too damn cruel. We cannot expect people who are grieving to just go out and keep doing what they're doing, because what they're doing right now, what we've all been doing, is we contract, we stay away, and then we force ourselves to go out, and we force ourselves to just get on and just survive and just try and get through another day. And that is not acceptable behavior. That is not working. It's not worked for a very long time, and it isn't going to continue to work either. So it's time for change, and there is a lot of change going on in the world. So it's this meditation now. Soft belly meditation is something that can help you. Sometimes just take a minute or two to do this. Sometimes you can sit there for a longer time. It can be as long or short as you want. It doesn't have to look any other way than... I'll just pop this notepad down. So basically, we just take a moment wherever we are in the world, whether we're on the bus, on the sofa at home, driving the car. Now, don't shut your eyes if you're driving. Be present with the vehicle, but breathe. Notice that we're breathing. Now, you'll notice the amazing thing about breathing is we don't really have to focus to breathe. We do it anyway, and that's why we can use the breath as a way to come back to ourselves. So just recognize and reconnect to that breath. If you're struggling with that, you can tap yourself. Is this little bone here? And if you tap yourself on there, it's one of the points in your body that can help you return to center. And what you'll find is you can't be panicking or in fight or flight or in any, like, when our nervous system's off. You cannot be all over while you do this. You've got to kind of be present. So it will bring you back to center by tapping on this bone. It's one of those acupressure points. It's a meridian. And you also can use this in EFT and TFT, which is a thought field technique or emotional freedom technique. So as you tap in here, you're able to come back to yourself. And then once you realise that, okay, so I'm recognising the body, I'm recognising the breath, and then when you're ready, you can just stop. And you might find it easier to place your hand on your chest or your belly. And as you're breathing in, you'll notice your hand moves. It can help to have your hand on your belly, because for soft belly meditation it will help to recognize you moving, or the movement of your hand. So breathing naturally. And now we're going to take a conscious breath. A conscious just means that we're aware of the breath. So we're just going to breathe in. We're going to see where the breath goes. It's just being open and curious. And as we're breathing in, you'll notice your chest expands. Now, another little trick to notice here is if your belly isn't moving at this point, it's because you very often, the human body is so used to being in fight, flight, freeze or fawn, that your breath and your breathing is this top part of your body. It's your chest, and it's not being able to penetrate through into your belly or lower down. So the breath this is one of the things with soft belly. By breathing in, if we can just try to get our breath to drop into the belly. Now, it can also help sometimes, because I know this can be difficult for some people to breathe into the belly. If you imagine a balloon, like a little balloon, like you blow up for parties and things, if you maybe not so eco-conscious, maybe there's eco-friendly balloons, I'm not sure, but if you can imagine a balloon, and if you imagine it inside of you, and as you blow into this balloon, if you blow a little bit of air in, it pops up, doesn't it? So if you can imagine this balloon inside of you, and as you breathe in, imagine that balloon expanding just a little. So you're not trying to force your breath in, you're not trying to like breathe it in and squish your belly out or anything like that. It's all smooth and with ease. So as you're breathing in, yeah, your belly either moves or it doesn't, and just allow that to be there. And it's a practice, not a perfect. It's okay to just practice. And the practicing will get you further than being perfect ever will. This is a practice, it's a tool, it's a life tool. I had a beautiful being who called me and he said, "Oh, Em, I was thinking about you." I said, "Oh, how are you?" She said, "I was doing a meditation, I was just doing this breath work, and then I remembered, oh, Em taught me that, so I wanted to just check on her." And I was like, "Oh, it's beautiful. I'm so glad you're using that life tool." So this is just something that it doesn't need any money. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter what your circumstances. If you can just take a moment to breathe into the body as that balloon, that imaginary balloon, expands within you. It's just allowing your body to soften. It just gently softens the tension. And as the tension softens, it just releases. And you can go millimetre at a time. You could just even imagine it happening if you can't physically. If it doesn't physically work for you right now, that's totally cool. Just breathing in, expanding, breathing out. So we breathe in and breathe out. So we'll go again, breathing in, breathing out. Now we can do more longer conscious breaths, but the average person can probably breathe in for about 4 seconds, realistically. It's only those that have meditated for quite some time that can usually breathe into 7 seconds, pause and breathe out for 7 seconds. So don't try and aim for that. Aim for around 3 or 4. Breathing in for 1, 2, 3, 4, and out for 1, 2, 3, 4. So breathing in, knowing it expands. It's got an expansion somewhere. Might just be your lungs that expand, but as your lungs expand, you'll notice your rib cage expands, and eventually your belly will expand. For those that might be really good at this already, as your belly is expanding, maybe you notice all your belly and your breath is able to, as you breathe in, might drop right into your pelvis, which is awesome. I mean, it took me a lot of practice to get that. I used to be stuck right up here. But with practice, we can drop right down and allow that cleansing breath to just go in and expand and release the tension. And then as we exhale, we're relaxing and coming back to ourselves. So one last time, breathing in, soft belly, breathing out. So breathing in, soft belly, and breathing out. So remember, breathing in, soft belly, breathing out. And we're just releasing the tension. And that little tool will carry you through a lot of things, no matter what's happening, no matter where you are. You can just allow the breath to be there and be present with the breath and allow it wherever you get to, whether it's up here in your chest or down here in your belly. It's totally cool. It's all about practice, not perfection. So I'd like to introduce today's affirmation, give you as a little affirmation to carry you through the week. And it's called, the affirmation is, I contain cosmic goodness. And many of you will be thinking, what the is cosmic goodness? Like, what's cosmic goodness? Well, I'm sure you'll all agree, you all contain goodness. And I know, no matter what, I see you as perfect, whole and complete. And I know that you contain that goodness. But cosmic, it's not some hippie stuff or new age stuff. Cosmic just means that it isn't just you, it's universal. It's such an amazing goodness that it's a goodness that doesn't contradict its own nature. It's good. And I know that you've all experienced times where you've done something and felt good, whether it's having a bite of chocolate and thought, that's good, or whether you've helped someone else or stroked an animal or helped a bug out of a puddle, or, you know, you'll have had a moment in life where you're like, yeah, that's good. Those moments of goodness are precious. They're sacred. And those moments, that is that experience of cosmic goodness. Cosmic goodness can be described as the, you know, you can be sat in the sun, you can be sat or in the rain, depending on what you're into, and you'll be sat there and you'll just think, oh, yes. And at that moment, that is an experience of cosmic goodness. So I know that you contain cosmic goodness. So I'd like you to remember throughout the week, whenever you get an opportunity, and just take a moment to, I contain cosmic goodness. And remind yourself what I see in you. And I know that the eyes are not seeing you right now, but the heart is feeling you. And when you see without the outer eye, you're seeing with the inner eye, and you know, without a doubt, you contain a knowingness that says that this person is pure and utter cosmic goodness. So we always do it three times. So I contain cosmic goodness. So we're going to say it one more time. I contain cosmic goodness. And then we do it one last time for the rule of three. I contain cosmic goodness, because I know that you contain cosmic goodness. And it's this force of, this force and source of life, this of life that you get when you look at a flower, or, you know, you're enjoying the sun, or you see something just magnificent. We are all that, we all contain that, of life. So we're going on now to our prayer for this week. Now, prayer is just simply a recognition of what is. It's your connection with the something higher within. It's your connection to life, with nature, with love, with the omni-activity of all things, the omnipresence of all things as we are present as today. There is this presence that just is, the presence that the air has, the presence of the elements. There's this incredible presence that is just truly, oh, that pure cosmic goodness. So I am grateful for our, today I'm grateful for our presence and the presence of, I'm grateful for the soft belly meditation and for all the many people that it's helped over the years. I'm grateful for Stephen and Andrea Levine who gifted us this practice. I am grateful to know that despite the world of appearances, that over 80% of the world is at peace and living peacefully. In other words, they're living without actual direct war or conflict going on around them, and that's incredible. You know, I'm grateful that despite noticing that so many things go on in our lives, not just in our lives around us at the present moment, but as we look on social media, as we come on the news, I am grateful for the fact that I can know that it's my mind trying to protect me, because it's called a human negativity bias. It's just reminding me that there might be something that I need to pay attention to in the moment. So knowing that, and with that knowing, I'm grateful that I can then move past that knowing that I'm safe and secure and grounded in this here moment, and that I am and do contain cosmic goodness. I'm grateful for the people and the places that show that in everyday life, the people that stop at the lights, the people that open doors, the children that smile, the people that wave, the just the awness exists in life today. I'm grateful for the tools that we get to share, the tools that bring us home to ourselves, that return us to center, that reset our nervous system so we can return to center, so we can return to calm and clarity. And from that space and place of clarity, we're able to just manage life in a smoothly and with ease kind of way. Like, so grateful. And from this place and space of gratitude, I'm recognizing the omni activity of a principle and presence that's never an absence through and as cosmic goodness, the cosmic goodness that is a non-dual good. Because so it's this incredible thing that's, there's not two of them, it's just this one, this one, and the one good, the one that is absolutely everything everywhere. It's always evolving, always expanding, right here, right now, always in all ways. And I recognize the cosmic goodness that is the substance and supply of everything on the planet, everything in existence. It's always in integrity with itself. There are no opposites. And everything is in perfect balance. In that moment, everything is in perfect balance. Everything returns to its center. Everything comes home. That it never contradicts its own laws. It never contradicts its name or nature. It never works against its relationship with life. It's life with life. It's never power over. It's never power under. It's always in balance, in perfect balance with life, with all creation. And if cosmic goodness is everything, everywhere, then that cosmic goodness is in me. And this is my absolute truth. It's my absolute knowing. And therefore it is the absolute truth that all beings within the sound of my voice all beings in existence, it must be cosmic goodness. For you are the universe showing up as you. The very presence of the universe is you. For every aspect of you is the cosmic goodness, is that one cosmic goodness. For you were made in the image and likeness, the wholeness and perfection that is on all things everywhere, that is in you. You are one with perfect peace. You are fully present with the presence that is cosmic goodness. You are a source and force for cosmic goodness. The omni-activity of cosmic goodness is you. There is nowhere that cosmic goodness ends and that you begin. And I realise that regardless of perception, regardless of my appearances with the outer eye and what my mind perceives, it's misperceiving always. I know that life is made of this infinite cosmic goodness, this infinite good that we all evolve and expand and hold the capacity to become a lighthouse of love for all people, all places, all planets, for all of life. And for this I give thanks, knowing that we already are this cosmic goodness and everything already is. And I release these words knowing that they are already returned as results, that we are all whole, complete, present with the presence and just pure good, showing up as pure good on this planet. And so it is, and so we are. Ashe, Aho, Amen. So I'm so grateful for us being able to be here today. I'm so grateful that I was able to bring you to the heart of Creative Roots. I'm so grateful that I'm able to be with you all, to be able to share these life tools so that you can come at any time and tune in and return to practicing presence through the soft belly meditation, remembering the affirmations at any time, not just today, not just this week, but any week, so you can remember that you are cosmic goodness. You are that source of life showing up on the planet. So don't forget, if you would like to reach out, if you want to revision your world, revision your life, come and join us on a Saturday. We offer, it's free. Love donations are welcome, but we're fully accessible. You can come and join us, and you're able to access the free Ho'oponopono, free Reiki and life visioning. So you can too, it's not about this is about us, this is about community, this is about service, this is about support, so you can come back to yourself. This isn't about some religion that's out there, spiritual thing. It's coming back to you. It's recognizing the you who you are before the world tells you who to be, because I know and I recognize you as that cosmic goodness, as that life force and source. I know that you are that amorous love. So please, no matter what's showing up in your world today or any day, remember that cosmic goodness still lives, still exists. And when you come back to a place of clarity, you'll recognize the goodness that's in everything, everywhere. And I know it can seem a bit far-fetched when all around you seems crazy, but believe me, when you can go from nothing to something and recognizing the in life and in everything that is, you will see the incredible, unlimited, so it's limitless possibilities and opportunities that are waiting for you. So I love you. Please have a most wonderful day. I am now going to give you the blessing. May you be loved. May you be peaceful. May you be safe. And may you return to center. Take care now. Namaste.